you guys. How are you? Thank you guys for being here. Sorry for the wait. I am waiting on Brittany. I just talked to her a few minutes ago, but she's not here yet, so I figured we would just chat until she gets here. Hey, True Crime Snoopy, Random Man, Rainbow Mom, hi, my Nadie, Leo Girl, David, let's see, Donna, hello, you guys. Hey, Margot, haven't seen you for a bit. Guidance, hey, Mama Fee, hey, Paul, CBK, Libcom, how are you guys? Are you all? Is Biscuits and Crazy here? Hey, Mallory. Hey, Cool Gamer. Debbie Witt. How are you? And how is your Saturday going? Mine's going okay, but right before I had to push the live back a few minutes because my dad just got me a new couch, a very nice one I love, and it has like this big like leather, but I think it's fake leather ottoman in front of it, and Bentley took his nails and peeled back like a little section of it, and oh my gosh, so I took his PlayStation for the rest of the day. It was a whole thing. Anyways, that's why it got pushed back a little bit. Listening to you and watching England in the World Cup, pretty cool. All right. I know, Gina. It's really pretty too. Hey, West Virginia Holler Girl. Oh, Without Borders. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Chemistry Queen. No chains, no more. So I'm waiting on Brittany, but we do have a lot to talk about. So as you guys know, yesterday we kind of heard about this scream again, right? And actually, we heard about it like as soon as I was going live. We were going to talk about the article, but then we had a YouTuber that went live with a video that, was the scream, and he had it, the blood curdling scream. I can't get over the amount of like the callousness in the way he wrote that, the way he spoke when he played it. He's like, all right, guys, y'all ready to listen to that blood curdling scream again? And yeah, then he's like, oh, that could have been Maddie and Kaylee. I don't know, felt disrespectful to me. All I could think about was the family. And I know for sure they have already been majorly affected by the rumors from online. Oh, thank you, True Crime Snoopy. It's totally fake, and I'm going to show you guys where it came from. Evil exists. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, what a piece of shit. I cannot get over that. Whatever. Look, I get it that like people are very interested, fascinated, entertained by some of this kind of stuff. Like we all have an interest in it, obviously. But at the end of the day, there are real life people who are affected by this. This is real life. These are real kids. To me, they're kids who were murdered. And it's just, I don't know. It's horrific. So I want to show you guys where the scream came from. Then I want to talk to you about the neighbor who heard the scream. And I want to show you some of his Facebook posts. Oh, thank you, Donna. But no way, but thank you so much. What a compliment. Then, I want to show you, so the scream, the Facebook post. Oh, I don't know. I got to pull it up at all because I got a lot to talk about. Oh, yes. The police have put out a statement talking about misinformation and harassment, which yesterday we went over that big time because there have been lots of 911 reports over harassment, online harassment and offline harassment. And so, yeah, it's a mess. I haven't seen Ick and Mel's video. My friend just sent it to me, Bieber, right before I went live, but I haven't seen it yet. But I've seen Evil Exist, where she shows like where they got the scream. So let me go ahead and pull that up first. I'm going to show you guys. I cannot get over it. Even the way it was written, it was extremely cold. And it's sad. It's sad to see so many people kind of get in like, I'll tell you, I have some posts I had put in here to show you guys, people that are believing this, that are sharing it in the Facebook groups, other YouTubers that are making it seem like it's possible. And I don't know. But first, let you see this video. If you have not found Evil Exists yet, they are an awesome, big channel, bigger than me. Oh, wow, almost 40,000. They're doing awesome. They do like small clips of the things that we talk about online. So it's basically like where you can get all your information without the discussion in little 2-3 minute videos. So here is their link in the comments. Brittany, where you at, girl? He was nonchalant about listening to the scream because he knows he fabricated it. Oh my God. He showed how he did everything. Wow. Okay. Well, this kind of shows too. So, hey, Trio Girl Mom, I'm going to mute for a second and let's listen to this. I'm so glad to know that she's a woman. I mean, oh, thank you, LFT. Hey, by the way, I was just thinking of you yesterday and asking you what you were up to and how you were doing. But good to see you, and thank you for sharing that. Okay, let me show you guys the video.
Everyone is talking about. A neighbor of the house where the 4 Idaho students were killed went out and spoke to media about a possible scream he heard coming from the area of the house. He said he got home around 1:30 that morning, was falling asleep around 4 when he heard a scream. I posted a video earlier where he edited his Facebook post, which previously said no screams were heard. All of a sudden and conveniently that part is removed now. He inserted himself into this case.
So we're going to pause here for just a second. I'm going to show you guys more of this after. But so the neighbor who came forward and said he heard a scream around 4 a.m., he actually said he thought it was a party, thought nothing of it. You know, he certainly didn't say I recorded an audio clip from it. But anyways, he had previously wrote on his Facebook, wow, I can't believe, all these people were killed right by me and no screams, no evidence, Now he has removed the no screams part off of his Facebook, which is bizarre. And I don't want to start to blame someone because, like I said, there's a lot of people getting harassed. LFT. But he is a little odd. There's some weird, it's a little bit strange, but here. Hey, Miss Connie. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, that's so awesome. I love when you get welcomed in a chat like that by everybody you know. It's so awesome. You guys are the best.
And I believe he too should be looked at by law enforcement. He works as a chef and lives in close proximity. He apparently also called in a black SUV that he says was nearby the girl's house during the time of the killings. Anyway, this is where I think the audio came from. The so-called scream. I think it's from the body cam footage, the same night as the killings. It is coming from some girls close by the officers. It is definitely not coming from inside a house. Take a listen to the girls in the body cam footage, and then to the audio say a screams coming from the house. Do they sound like the same girl to you? I feel like the one audio is just cleaned up and enhanced a bit.
Okay. 19. Yep. Is everybody in stock there? Yeah.
Well, we saw him talking to him,
Right.
so we didn't.
When you work for a plan as good as Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina.
I wanted to replay that, but the weird ad. Oh my God, you guys, by the way, today, this huge seabird, this ocean bird, he had to be because he had webbed feet, flew up here and it hit something and oh my gosh, it was so sad. It passed away in the yard and it was a huge bird. It scared the crap out of me. Hey, Joe. Thank you so much. I know I already said hi. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Punksy. Hey, Ava. You guys are the best. Okay, so basically I wanted to replay that, but the ad is so long. And definitely go watch Icked Mail. Apparently he did a good video on it as well. But okay, let me show you guys a little bit more of what I found in on this dude. Well, I mean, not on this dude, but from his Facebook, his public Facebook. Okay. I don't know. There's just something weird. I didn't know he's the one who reported the door. Now, Crime Sleuthin', I'm even more freaked out that you say that. But okay, that's really interesting. I know. Miss Dubia. Oh, that is just, we were kind of just talking on that. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, so look what he posted 7 hours ago when I took the screenshot. Well, I'm famous. I always knew this game would come. Dope ass staff and cooking videos coming with some merch and maybe a GoFundMe. Down to barter for interviews, autographs, and services. Like, what the hell? He's enjoying getting the attention, I suppose. So I guess he doesn't mind that we talk about him. I mean, his name was flashed, and Duty Ron pointed this out this morning. His entire name, so yeah, all that was flashed across the national news. But we shouldn't go out there and attack him or anything like that. Please don't do that. Please don't watch this, see this, and go and just don't even reach out to him at all. But we don't even know if he's a dangerous person, right? But this is weird. Yeah, autographs. Oh my God. When I saw this, I was like, what? Okay, and there was a couple more screenshots I took. I think, okay. He said, I thought living in Tweakerville was crazy. Now I'm in Greek Road. 4 people dead in my neighbor's house. 4 killed. This is the one he changed. It did say 4 killed in stabbing across the street. No screams, no evidence, no trace. So like professional killers. But now he's edited it and taken out the no screams. Now that he's come forward to the news about the screams. He's a decent stick juggler. I keep hearing that, Mallory. Oh, Connie, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mallory, I don't know where Brittany's at. Do you? I talked to her like 20 minutes ago, but best thing to do to this type of person is to nothing him. He wants fame. Give him the opposite. Nothing him. Absolutely. I'll have to go to, well, let's go look. Hold on. We'll just do it this way because I'm on my YouTube account. Let's see. What is his name again? What's wrong with me? Anon something. Anon Harsh. There's the famous comment. Here's the one that that used to say no screams. View edit history. So November 15th, it said 4 killed in stabbing across the street. No screams, no evidence, no trace. Now at 5:17 a.m., he took the no screams out. I mean, what the hell? Libcom, I'm not necessarily there, but I know some people do. Crazy Mama, no. His name is Anon Harsh, and he is the neighbor who reported hearing the scream to the media the other day. Well, we heard about it yesterday. I'm not sure when his interview was, but apparently, and this is just coming from the chat, he also may have been the one that said the door was open. He is the one who said there was a luxury black SUV out in front of the house as well. No, this is not the YouTuber at all. He's a complete distraction, in my opinion, with his stupid sticks. So, I don't know. I don't like this, so well, there we see the edits. Hashtag nothing him. There we go. I'm thinking Anon is a POS, in my opinion. Joe Hart, I totally agree. I think he's, classic inserting himself. Oh, Nadie, I was sitting there trying to stay up for her live. And I remember it was like 9:15 and I went and looked and it was like a few minutes away. It hadn't started yet, but I think it said it was going to or something. And then 4 o'clock is what time I woke up. Well, maybe like 3, a couple, like in the middle of the night. I love those lives. Another channel got his arrest record, and he has a drug-related arrest from about 2010. Oh, Nadie, I know. Well, I started to replay it this morning, and I listened to it as I was like in and out of sleep. And when I replayed it, I seen that Jen was tagged, so I thought she probably did. Oh, thank you, Cool Gamer. You're awesome. Hey, Unsolved with Barb. Okay, Nina. New reporters on news said female reported door wide open. He's got more than that. What? Oh, the drug charges? Yeah, I heard he had a lengthy record. I don't have it, though, and haven't really looked at it myself. I don't necessarily think he was involved, just like out of my gut feeling, because I don't know. But, ooh, look here. How do you deal with a note on your door from neighbors asking you not to play music during quiet hours? Plot twist, there's no quiet hours in my rental agreement. I live in the middle of 3 frat houses on Greek Road. That was left on my door during a weekend I wasn't even home. Trying not to judge, but it's from a family of 5 who somehow thought it was wise to raise a family and middle schoolers on Greek Road while spending their expendable income on a brand new Lexus. Wow. Life of an artist, gifted kid. Oh my God, that's true. Burned out disappointment, an old weirdo with a home studio. I'm sorry, that is true, but my re-ups look a lot different than they did 10 years ago, he said. Wow. Ooh, God. Gross. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about him. Let's go back. I think he's probably not involved, but wants the attention. Just for a quick moment, this is just going to take like 2 seconds of our time. Actually, I don't even have it here yet. I wanted to show you guys something really quickly. Let me see. Just to try to bring awareness to this missing girl. So it's like only take us a second to look at, and we'll get right back to this. But this young 14-year-old girl from California, it vanished last week. Her name is Viviana Campos. California police are searching for a 14-year-old Riverside girl who went missing Thursday morning. According to Patch, Viviana Campos is believed to have run away after being dropped off Wednesday morning at Riverside Polytechnic High School. Wow, the Riverside Police Department said. Viviana is described as a Latina female who stands 5'4", weighs 185. She was last seen wearing black t-shirt, orange sweater, and blue jeans. Police think she could be headed to Ontario, so you guys keep your eyes out. Anyone with information should call Riverside Police Department at 951-826-5700. And here is her picture again. I want to try to bring attention, like my whole thing, even when I was covering Summer's case and it got big, I tried to use the attention that she was getting to try to help other kids maybe get a little bit of that. So just like for a pause moment, this young lady is missing. And if you're in the Ontario area or from California up, just keep your eyes out. I saw that, Bieber. I mentioned it when I came on. I hadn't had a check. Feel free to use more than 2 seconds your stream. Well, Joe, I have another one I want to tell you guys about in a few minutes. So that was my plan. Kind of, yes, Remy, I will. I'll post it on my community page. And yeah, let me go back to the number. The way it was reported was misleading. I took it that Anon told the newspaper it was a scream that he dismissed as party sounds. So the Facebook post 2 days later was his disbelief. That's possible. So here is the number again, you guys. 951-826-5700, Riverside Police Department. That's easy to remember. Her name, I love it. It's unique, Viviana. Beautiful little girl. Okay. So let's get back to, wait. Okay, I didn't even put it here. We're just going to go over here. Dang it. Oh, where can I find it quickly? I know where. Let's do this Moscow department. Now, do you think a fake scream and a video reporting it as this is a fake scream would qualify as what this police chief is talking about? He is obviously upset. Ooh, I was doing Facebook. And I want to show you guys a video on News Nation where they're saying they believe he seems, this was from today, 3 hours ago. I haven't seen this one, so here we go. 3 hours ago for immediate release, Moscow, Idaho. With commencement this weekend, there will be an influx of people coming in from out of town. Moscow Police Department and Idaho State Police will provide coverage on campus and in the Moscow area. As always, okay, we just want to it's just to remind the public, stay vigilant, travel in groups, communicate with friends and family. Wow. The investigation continues with the same amount of resources. Watch an interview with him released today regarding police presence and continued investigation resources dedicated to the case. This video is available for media and public use on the Moscow Police YouTube channel. Interview questions provided. Let's see what they posted. I'm sure it's probably similar to the press release, but I still would like to see. Here we go.
So many people.
Tell us
about the weekend.
So many people in town. What's happening as far as public safety during this time?
This is a very important weekend for the university. It's our commencement weekend, and we're going to have a lot of officers around. We're going to have a lot of Idaho State Police around. You'll see us both at the commencement as well as just around town providing safety.
Where are we at in the investigation right now?
We're working steady on the investigation still. We're still receiving tips. We're still receiving items in from, down at the lab. Things are continuing. We're still pushing forward, and we're the normal process of investigation. We're still doing a lot of interviews, and I'm talking to a lot of people.
What about the number of people involved at this point?
We still have the same amount of staff. Idaho State Patrol, our local Moscow Police Department detectives, and FBI, not only here locally, but still across our nation, across our state.
Do you own your home in North Carolina?
Okay, so then, they put out yesterday the notice about misinformation, which what I thought we were going to look at. Oh, look at this. Someone said, when will we actually get an update? It's the same scripted talk every day. City of Moscow Police Department said, we are keeping the public updated with the information available for release that maintains the integrity of the investigation. Well, I think this is a big point of, I wasn't sure what to do with that one. I saw it come in, Nadine, and I was like, I can't have somebody impersonating another YouTube channel in here. Sorry, fake duty Ron. Come back on another account with not impersonating someone. I did watch it, Big Papa. I did. Yeah, so basically nothing will. I'm not sure, SA. That's a good question with them, some of them being from Idaho, but so yesterday, they do this one. Investigators have been monitoring online activity relating to this ongoing and active case and are aware of the large amount of rumors and misinformation being shared, as well as harassing and threatening behavior towards potentially involved parties. Anyone engaging in threats or harassment, whether in person, online, or otherwise, needs to understand they could be subjecting themselves to criminal charges. Moscow Police Department cautions the public, do not rely on rumors, and they remain committed to keeping us informed. We urge reliance on official channels for accurate information. Update on the white Elantra. Investigators would like to thank the community and public for the recent information provided about the vehicle and the spike in tips. The FBI is prioritizing and vetting those tips for use in the investigation. The public is asked to continue to use the tip line to report any information about the vehicle. Calling and tips. Please be aware that this new call process takes patience on behalf of the caller, and there are some prompts to follow. This is a national FBI tip line, and it is important to get all the way through your prompts to reach the right agent to report information. Remember, your tip may be the key to solving this case. And then, they have that. So I personally believe that I have a couple thoughts here. This interview is what prompted the video I want to show you guys next. So I'm going to pull it up, let it play while I grab that video. I have a couple thoughts though. I think number one, Moscow PD is not equipped for this. And I think that they know that, and they are under a lot of stress because of that. I think that's why FBI is going to be, they're taking over the tips. They're kind of, so then I also think with the way that, I don't know, I start to wonder if they may be bigger than like one person committing their first crime, maybe possibly a serial or something like that. And I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just first second, and then
We'll start with the
We'll
white
start with
car.
White car.
How many tips
How
are
many
coming
tips
in
are
and how
coming
is
in,
using
and
them?
how are we using them?
I don't know what happened. I got booted. Sorry about that. Here, let's back to the video. As soon as he started talking, it kicked us out. Okay.
We'll start with the white car. How many tips are coming in?
And how are police using them?
We've had an amazing amount of tips come in on the white car. We appreciate everybody's help that has been sending in those tips, and investigators are vetting those and they're following up on those, and the response has been very great. We appreciate all the help from across the nation and our community.
In case you're hearing that people are borderline being harassed by speculation and rumors out there, what are police doing about that?
Well, what we want people to know is that individuals who are being harassed in this situation, people need to be careful, because some of it's happening online, some of it's happening through phone calls and in person, and people could be charged possibly in the future if it continues to a point where it reaches a criminal element.
What can people do to help that situation?
I think number one, just call us anytime that there's any of that happening so that we can deal with that immediately.
And what about the information? What is being done to make sure the information that is out there is not causing speculation and rumors?
There's been a lot of speculation and rumors, and what we want to say is we're the official source of information. We want people to pay attention to what we're putting out there, because that is accurate information, and anything that comes from other sources is either rumor or speculation.
Okay, I gotta be honest.
It's time to.
I do think the police there have done a great job at trying to keep us informed. However, I think here lately they're losing control a little bit, and it could go a long way to just do a press conference, just talk about the things that won't interfere with the investigation. Surely to God, there are certain things that could be cleared up that won't interfere with the investigation. The family, at least keep them informed, Will, I don't know. I'm wondering too, SA, if they'll be punished like the video that was put out yesterday. They're in over their head. Terry, no, they haven't. If they were informing the family like they could be. The dad would not be hiring private investigators on national news, spreading like the rumors that he's heard, that then people pick up even more because it's coming from dad. You know, I don't know. Shannon, hey, Allie in chat, just came in here, so not sure if you went over this, but Icked Mail just exposed Joseph Morris. I want to go watch that, maybe some of it in a minute, because I keep hearing about that. And we watched Evil Exist, who showed kind of what they did, but not really, not clearly, like I'd like to see. Hey, Sugar Magnolia. Okay. So look at this. This was yesterday, a video. News Nation has covered this case like crazy. I mean, every hour, if you want to know what's going on, I promise you, if you subscribe to News Nation, every hour or so, there's a new video about it, or every couple of hours. And that's just the truth. So this retired detective is talking about how the chief appears to be overwhelmed. And I thought that would be interesting for us to watch together. I don't trust that. I don't believe that Scream video for a second. My notifications are filled with News Nation stuff. I know. It's like, but also I don't know. I have my thoughts on that, but I'll keep it to myself for now. Mel will not care if you show the video. Oh, okay. Yay. But yeah, he wants it out. People need to know. Okay, awesome. I know you would know. So let's watch this and then we'll go watch it because I want to see too. Y'all behave. Lady, you know, after saying that, they won't. They are a machine. They are.
Protect our most precious North Carolinians.
It's time to give them the protection.
So is this a small town police force that hasn't seen a murder in 7 years, tripping over messaging? Or are they messing up as the nation looks on? I want to turn now to Phil Waters. He's a former homicide detective with the Houston Police Department who's investigated over 400 murder cases. Okay, so Phil, listen, it's frustrating for everybody. I'm sure it's the most frustrating for the police to try to come to terms with finding a man almost a month after the murders. But I am by the notion that the police chief is by the detail all over several networks for almost a week now. This network included, and the Daily Mail asks him, "What do you think about that open door? Where are you going with that?" "Oh, it's news to me. I've never heard it." Never heard it. But the person who reported it said she told the police that detail. What do you make of this?
Well, thank you for having me. I tell you, the chief beginning of this was of the magnitude of this event, which, look, in 15 years in Moscow, Idaho, there are 7 homicides.
I should have paused for them, but I was checking my messages, checking on Brittany. We talked, yeah. I guarantee you she probably has fallen asleep. We're very similar in that way. Like, she will fall asleep sitting up on the couch, and I do the same thing. Like, I'll be up on my feet all day long. It's cutting out. Arrgh. Am I cutting out? Hold on one. Okay. I'm going to not use camera because it takes more. It should be better now. I don't know why it does that. Y'all stick with me. I'm sorry. My internet is awful. I really got to figure something out. Oh, Shannon, thank you so much. And I love and appreciate you. And yeah, it means the world to me. Uh-oh, Johnny, really? No, Brittany, I don't know. She has not shown up, but that's okay. We'll just keep talking about, I know she's sick. She doesn't feel good. The kids have been sick, and we were talking right before we went live, so I'm sure something is going on. So, But please be nice. Even if you don't, if you have your own opinion, yeah, no matter who it is, even if it's somebody I don't like, just about other creators, just, yeah. I just need a Wi-Fi booster. How can I get that, Crime Sleuth? And I need to Google that. Like, do I get it from the cell phone company? Or... yeah, please don't do that here. It just causes problems. Okay, let's just go to Icked Mail's video, because this has basically the guy is saying he seems like he's overwhelmed, which he does. And hopefully the FBI will help that. I mean, we want the people on the case that are able to actually do the best job. And I think the FBI, you have a little town. I mean, look at this. Literally, this is insane to me that the coroner, the person who went on Ashley Banfield and did the interviews talking about the cause of death and how they were found in the scene and stuff, the coroner is a registered nurse with a degree in like criminal psychology or something. And now she is the defense attorney for... she's also like, she plays many different roles. It's weird. I just don't know if this town can handle it. And I think it's better that the FBI, buy it online. Thank you, Bieber. Thank all of you guys. Hey, Tia. I love that picture you have. Every time I see it, I love it. Okay, let's go to Icked Mail. I have a Wi-Fi extender that came with Optimum internet service. Well, see, our internet sucks. So I was hoping that I could get like, because my cell phone signal's pretty good and it doesn't cut out like that. Like if I just can't show you guys videos and stuff. Ooh, I got it on Amazon. Okay. I'll check it out. Yeah, now a lawyer. I mean, I don't know, you guys. Okay, Icked Mail. I cannot believe the nerve of this person. And to know that they have hundreds of thousands of viewers. Hundreds of thousands. I mean, yesterday, I couldn't believe, like, I was shocked when we first watched it, and not because of the video. It wasn't a blood-curdling scream at all. It sounded like a girl yell. I don't know. It was just not the way he made it seem, and the way he talked about it so nonchalantly. I don't know. Yay. Okay, let's see. It's 12-minute video. We'll pause and stuff, but here. Let me mute. This is not the first time he's been caught doing this. Are you kidding me? Hey, Teresa. I'm so sorry I missed your stream last night. Hey, Kathy. He won't strike. Yeah, and he's friends with Bieber, so I have not noticed any disruptions with your streams because of internet Wi-Fi. Ooh, Joe. Okay. Interesting. Hope they take his channel down. Well, it's pretty crazy that the very same day that he does that, we get a statement from police that you may get charged if you're harassing people or there was something about misinformation in there too. I'm not sure if they could charge. I don't know about that, but I know they could charge you for harassment. Okay. Nadine, will you do me a huge favor and drop Teresa's link? Oh, Bieber just did. Never mind. You guys that aren't subscribed to Teresa, go over there and subscribe. Her and Michelle and Christine do an awesome job. I love them so much. And it's definitely a channel that you can trust with level head that's not going to be doing the crazy ass shit we're about to watch. So go over there and subscribe, please, if you haven't. Hey, Alicia. Good to see you, beautiful. Okay.
You want to make sure you watch this entire video because I have multiple things to
I just gotta say a couple things, dude. He is smart. I'm already impressed because I know I could never do all this. And Tia is right. She has a great channel. Decipher Podcast is another great channel where you will get factual information. They make it a point that they are even way more careful than I am. And I try to be careful and very clear about stuff, but they're very good about that. They could charge them with false reporting. Leave It to Bieber, another channel who I love so much that's in here right now. And she does an excellent job and only will give you factual information. I'm lucky that even all three of you guys are in here and many other channels that are in here. And as I see them, I'll let you guys know. Hey, Maurice. Okay. He found the original audio the POS used. Pretty smart indeed. Okay.
Show you why this was fabricated. Like we have the original source of the audio, but what kind of audio, like what modification he made to the audio. There's multiple things you could have done. You can add reverb. You can do all kinds of things to make audio sound like it's, though I think maybe he just held the audio at a distance and made it sound like it was outside and he just breathed over it. In this particular test, I'm not going to spend all day long trying to figure out which audio modification he used, but this one is reverb and low pass filter. What is a particular male? And we have to talk about some things with regards to Joseph Morris, a YouTuber that came out with some audio yesterday that he claimed a neighbor released. I didn't want to have to like talk about this or get into this, but this is pretty despicable. Okay, what happened here yesterday? And the reason I feel like we need to talk about this, and I got to take you through multiple things. So you're going to have to watch this whole video. And he's done this before. It's not the first time with the Gabby Petito case and Brian Laundrie, where he took old video and put it out as new. And the one of the big gripes that I have about this, doing this on this case, is that one, people could be watching this guy's videos, thinking it's real, calling police, calling FBI, blowing up the tip line.
Let me tell you guys something. People do think it's real. People, I was in a Facebook group earlier, and I can't tell you how many people shared his video, mentioned it, or shared another YouTuber who was kind of who did a video and was kind of like, I don't know, is it real? Like, many people do. And that is it. Hey, Valerie, that is so sad to me. It is completely dragging your whole audience along an emotional roller coaster. You guys, and that is how we get how true crime people get a bad name, because we have people like this who obviously do not give a fuck. You don't care about victims. If you could put this out, I mean, my God, think about the parents hearing this. Think about that. That's all I could think yesterday. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I cannot imagine what Steve Gonsalves, who is already upset as hell. We've watched it. Can't imagine him seeing this and seeing this man go, oh yeah, you guys want to hear that blood curdling scream again? And then he plays it and he's like, yeah, that could have been Kaylee or Maddie. That's definitely two people. I mean, gross, 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 gross. Okay.
Because of this supposed fake audio. Not only was the audio taken from somewhere else and put out as the neighbor released this audio, this article that he has here is fabricated. He edited the HTML, typed up what he wanted to say, and then played the audio behind it. Now, let me play this short clip here.
I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to loop it over and over again.
So stop it, leave me alone. Those are the two audio clips, right? Now, this took a lot of effort from people on my Discord. Lisa Mo, Mane. I think Diggs this morning was helping out. Multitude of people helping out and looking in. And I think other people on the internet as well. So I'm not trying to leave anybody out. But so we have the raw audio. Okay, so the raw audio, check this out. Stop it. The other thing now, to leave me alone. Same exact thing. The only difference is his audio seems to have some sort of modification on there where it's either, I think it's either audio filtered to make it sound like it's outside, or he's playing this on another device outside or somewhere, and it's actually him just breathing on the phone.
Yeah, I am so thankful that he made this video, showed exactly how it was done, because I hope that some of the people who believe it will see this. And it's not often that you'll see someone. Ikid Mel is not a drama YouTuber. He reports very seriously on a lot of true crime stuff. I mean, and I can tell you, because what we did over here with the Watts Island scammer stuff, you know, it's really hard to do it, because I don't know, because this is not drama. This is serious. This is involving a case, the people in a case. But I know that some YouTubers would be very iffy about talking about it. But it's something that's important and needs to be talked about. The breathing, I mean, oh my God. Many of us in YouTube land have relied on news here and avoid mainstream media. Yep, that's true, Mel. My God. The Vipers come out for every case. It's sick. I wish his YouTube channel could be taken down. Things like this can affect the case, and the misinformation gets in the way of finding justice for the family, for the victims and their families. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. I know. We have to examine not only YouTubers, but all sources of media, whether MSM or streamers. Remy, that's a great point. And I've wanted to say this. You guys, when you find somebody that like you're getting your information from, make sure that you know them. You know their history, like at least a little bit. You don't need to go. I mean, everybody has a past to an extent, right? And we've all human, so we've made mistakes, but still just be aware, because this guy has a history of this, and there are other people who do that. And you know, so just be aware, because this is wrong. It's emotionally wrong to the viewers, it's wrong to the case, to the family, to everybody. And I just want you guys to just to know, like, protect yourself and your emotions. Make sure you do examine the people that you're watching. Like, make sure you support the people who are doing good, and you don't support this kind of stuff, like unintentionally or whatever, because you don't really know much about them. Because I do the same thing. I'll find new creators and I don't know. It just, yeah. Hey, Artsy Gal. If anyone sees or hears anything they find outlandish, like with this fake screen, try to find it elsewhere and with more than one or two people. Yep, absolutely. Gamer Arnold. Now, I do think there's a lot of scammers with that. However, there's some channels that I think really try to do a good job and be honest and not try to scam people, like Mexi. I love Mexi. I love his channel. But I definitely know the kind of channels like that. I've seen people try to scam with that stuff. When it comes to info, source and vet ×3. Yep, absolutely. They say they're speculation channels? What? Oh my God. Okay.
Now, the source of the audio, that's a whole nother thing. If you go online and look up, I have to give a huge warning on this. Don't go watch it yourself unless you're prepared, because it's like a woman that seems to be having this domestic violence situation going on, and her and some guy are screaming, and the guy hits her. It looks like she starts bleeding, and that's where this audio comes from. If you look up Jewel Ranted live stream takes a turn, you can find that audio. And thank you, Lisa, for finding that and sending that information to me. Now,
Oh my God. How did Lisa find that? I've never heard of a speculation channel. I mean, me neither. We all speculate. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like to talk theories and stuff, but that has to be super clear that that is what it is. Like, we know if it's not put out on the police website, then we don't take it as fact, period, on this channel, you know? And you have the link to the audio from Reddit. Oh my gosh, Steph B. Have you listened to it? David, make an example out of him, you know? Seriously, this is wrong.
there's a whole thing that's weird with that couple as well, because I've seen multiple videos from that couple that looks like it's either fabricated or they're trying to put on a show. It's very weird. Maybe that'll be a whole nother topic. And one more time, I'm going to do the audio, and then we'll get to the next point. Stop it.
Stop it! Leave me alone!
Now to the next point of lying and fabrication. So he has this article here, right? Daily Mail article, clearly. And this whole part here is fabricated. And I can tell you why. I have a multitude of reasons why. People from Discord, people from the Twitter community, they've reached out to the reporter that wrote this article. They tagged the reporter. They tagged the Daily Mail here. They tagged Joseph Morris, which I hear Joseph Morris on Twitter now. He's blocking anybody that questions him about this article and the authenticity of the audio. And so this person here replied and tagged Daily Mail, wondering if you could enlighten inquiring minds as to whether this highlighted piece was originally part of your article. Seems suspect to me as I read the article online and never seen this highlighted part. Looks odd, like it's tampered, to be honest. Guy that wrote the article replies back, yes. Fake news, yes.
Now, at this point, you got to be kidding me. Like, seriously? Oh my God. I didn't know that it went this far. Ooh, I got to do deep breaths. I could take this live right now in the chat and do exactly what he's doing right now to make it look like someone in chat said something they didn't, or change the live title, etc. Oh my God. Yeah, it's not taped from next door. I'm going to play the whole video. I just have, like, we have to pause anyway. You can't just take somebody's content and play it straight through. You know, if you're not adding your own, that's the law, but also it just makes sense. It's not right ethically. Like, if we're not adding our own discussion and kind of talking about it, learning from it together, you can't just, play straight through it. I guess so, Joe. Unless, and like it can mail barely grazed across this, unless the couple who was fighting or whatever in the audio is also faking it. Like, you know, but yeah. Okay. Oh, Joe, that's sweet. Okay. It's a bone chilling. It's coming content creator Curtis. Yeah, exactly. Comment. I know what you meant there. That dude has a huge channel. Why? I know. Why would you do that? But guess what? You go from getting like on a regular video, what he has like, say he has 200,000 subscribers. I don't know exactly. And maybe he'll get like 100,000 views or something like on a regular video, or a popular topic, 500,000. But if you have the scream, or I can't remember what he faked in Brian Laundrie. Was it the canoe crossing the water or whatever? If you have Brian Laundrie on camera getting away, escaping, then that's going to get you millions and millions of views. Yep, Joe, that's kind of, yeah. Hey, Laced in Perfume. This Joseph guy's been doing this since Gabby Petito. That's what I'm hearing. It's sick and he needs to stop, and I hope he gets in trouble for this finally and stops doing this. Bobby, I agree. I thought it was fake from the very first time we heard it too. But damn, to fake an article and everything, I muted on accident. Let me just see just for a second what he added, because I actually didn't see that. And then we'll fast forward. Meanwhile, a neighbor has come forward with new evidence of a blood-curdling scream they heard the night of the, oh my God, the night of the murders. We were woken up in the middle of the night to a really loud disturbance from a neighbor. I managed to record a bit of what I heard, and knowing what I know now, this ended up being huge evidence. Oh my God. The couple in the audio is not faking. She has mental problems and her husband is alcoholic, so they're super toxic. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Hey, Sherry. I wonder if the feds will show up at his house and inquire about the video and confiscate his computer and electronic. Oh, okay. This is big time trouble, you would think. Uh-oh. I hope I'm not. Okay, let's see. My computer froze for a second, or like the internet stalled. Okay.
Yes, tampered. Another thing, I went and pulled up the article myself. I pulled up the exact portion that this guy has, where it says Moscow chief police attends, and it has this whole thing. You can pause it and go back and forth if you want. This whole part here does not exist. What I suspect this guy did was on this second line here, he added the first line. So if you go back here, you see on his fabrication, these two parts, the victims and the three women, that's combined together. It's supposed to be separate on the original article. He combines them together in the second line, and then he replaces the first line with the fake information that he wanted to put in. So I'm going to show you what this guy did. I've seen this many times online. I watch these YouTubers that expose scammers, and what scammers will do is they'll edit the email on a website on the person's computer. So you're not actually changing what the website says. You're only changing it on your end of the web browser. So let me show you. So you click here, right? I'm going to modify the second line here, and I'm going to add the first line like this guy did, right? You go to right click, inspect, and then on the lines highlighted, you right click and you hit edit as HTML. And here you have the line, the text line of what this guy, what the article says. And so I'm going to add the first line like this person did, Joseph. Okay. Come here, add in the line, put a little space. And let's see. Now look what it says. Okay. The first line added to the second line. Now here, I'm going to inspect this one and modify this, right? Show source.
My God, I cannot believe you can do that. I can see the inconsistency in his views now. 11,000 to 282. I can't believe you can do that. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. The neighbor kid is yelling for Bentley. I had to yell, Bentley's napping. Oh, I know. I didn't think you were like saying, yes, I didn't think you were saying like, I was doing that, but I was just, because you said you were just talking about how his channel is kind of built on watching the controversy like we're doing. But I was just saying, but there's a big difference because we watch what's actually happening without, but yeah, I totally knew what you meant. It is disrespectful, but my God, Ickadmail and his friends, Reddit, whoever was helping him, they are smart. That's crazy. It's not just Gabby's fake autopsy. He did a fake autopsy. Oh my God. I knew you was going to fall out when you seen this video. I seen it. Actually, when you start, if you watch the beginning of this live, I was like, we're going to talk about this. I know Ickadmail just did a video. My friend Bieber just sent it to me, but I haven't got to watch it yet. So, oh my God. Disrespectful is an understatement. This is really sad. This is going to be, I'm telling you guys, there is going to be, something's going to have to happen because YouTubers are interfering with these cases way too much. Way too much. And God. He made money off that live. Absolutely, he did. My God. We'll watch another minute of this. Does he get into what he did with Gabby Petito? I'd like to see that. I'm just like wanting to switch to my phone to finish talking to you guys because I don't want like how it's cutting out and the internet's messing up. But on my phone, it won't. I did not know he used to be a hacker in his younger days. Well, you can tell he's very smart with this stuff because but damn, it's so simple to do. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. He was the person who started the rumor. That's what I thought. Didn't he have the one with the you could see the canoe in the water? In the description, he has links to his videos on those incidents. Ooh, okay. Awesome. He does go into it. Okay. Let's watch then. I hope if it messes, like I said, I want to switch to my phone. I hope it doesn't mess up and we can at least finish it.
Combine the first and second line. Then you go back to their HL, inspect, edit, and you can put in whatever you want. Joseph Morris makes up audio for clicks and views on for deceased victims. Change it. Boom. I put it. I meant to put it to you, but you get what I'm saying. First, second line combine. Modify the first line. You add whatever you want, and then you do audio crop. Well, he didn't. I don't even think that guy got as many views as they thought he was going to get. I'm going to show you what this guy did with the Brian Laundrie thing too. I don't want to waste my entire Saturday making a video of this person, but honestly, it's despicable what this person is doing. I don't even describe it. Desperate, but also it shows somebody's character. That you have no kind of integrity, no morale. You're willing to do whatever. You're willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel to make shit up just to get views. And you don't have to do that. You just cover the story and you'll do fine.
Damn, ain't that the truth though? I love that. I loved hearing him tell him all about himself because he could just cover the story. But when you don't care if you affect the parents, the case, that is sick. And for what? A little bit of money that goes away and then you got to live with yourself and who you are forever. You ain't going to have that money forever. And oh my God, I just cannot imagine. I'm telling y'all, a lot of you guys know I'm 6 years in recovery. My life back then looked very different. There are things that I am not proud of, or things that I felt guilty about, or even just not like spending time with my family enough. Things like that. Those things eat me alive years and years later. I cannot imagine how you do this and go to sleep at night. And I don't care how much extra money it brings in. It don't matter. Even if it brought in like $1 million, which it's not, it probably got him like $1,000 extra dollars. I don't know. You know what I mean? But not a ton. And I don't know. It's disgusting. Oh, thank you. And congrats to you, Joe. It's a sick, desperate, ill will thing to do. It really is. Thank you, Snoopy. He might get sued. Some people are paid to do this type of thing. Okay. Working hard for that January paycheck, as I heard someone say the other day. That is true, because like we get paid for this month in January. Oh, I'm proud of you too, Cassie. Okay, let's finish this because I do have one thing. It's really important. I'll show you guys.
But you're creating and fabricating stuff. And the thing I learned about liars, every liar, you're not a liar, all they do is get better, because some of these people don't change because it's in their character. All they do is improve. So this guy now went to lengths a little bit further now this time. Who knows what he's going to do next time? People like this are dangerous, because who knows what kind of lies he'll make on anybody he doesn't like. He'll make an article on you and change the words. He'll grab audio from any other place and say, hey, you did this. Hey, you're doing that. Hey, you're hitting somebody. You're beating somebody. And he'll just put some audio from anywhere. This guy will make up anything. If you're willing to do this on 4 people that were murdered, an unsolved case, if you're willing to literally potentially interfere with an investigation, if you're literally willing to take resources away, now who knows how many people called into the tip line. Now cops maybe have to investigate this. Is this real or not? Now you potentially have people going after this neighbor guy that multiple articles reported on, but he never released any kind of audio. People can start stalking this guy, harassing him, searching him down because of this thing that you made up. Now this guy, thank you. Mo put this together for me. We only need to watch the first portion of this video. People have exposed this guy on this before too. With Brian Laundrie, this guy put out a video saying that Brian Laundrie's Instagram live temporarily live for a couple of seconds, and he was on a boat. The internet went crazy.
There was another rumor floating around that he appeared on Instagram Live accidentally for 2 to 3 seconds, and viewers saw water as if he were on a boat. And that's the real reason why the FBI called off the investigation in the Florida Wildlife Refuge.
Oh my God, y'all. Now I'm getting really red. Penny, it might not just be you. My internet sucks right now. I am sorry. There you go, Crime Sleuthin. Thank you. I was about to say, you can report anything you see on YouTube that breaks terms of service. I can't, I would be breaking terms of service if I told you, go report his video. But if you yourself see anything that does break terms of service, there should be a few buttons like underneath it or beside it where you can report it. Okay, LFT, I'm about to be done anyways. I wanted to show you guys one last thing that was really important. I wanted to show you about another case. Now, but before I go on to that, though, this is so ridiculous. Anybody who has a channel, please go take Ikidmail's video, not my live. I'm going to go after and share his video on my community page. You guys share it too. And it needs to be shared to the police, I believe. But y'all don't do that. I'm just saying, I hope they see it. Please don't go out and, harass anyone, message anyone on behalf of this video. But I hope the police see it, and I believe they will if we just keep sharing it and talking about it and, bring attention to it. Oh, awesome, Maurice. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you guys, This is important, but it is about another case. But I wanted to, again, take a little bit of the attention from these. Like, this is how I saw it with Summer, and these people too. They are helping in a way somebody else, another victim. If we can just use the attention and the eyes that are on the case and use it to bring focus to other cases too. So I saw this today and I could not get over it. This is trigger warning because this is disturbing. You will get mad. I'm not even sharing it yet. You will get mad, and it is unbelievable, gross, disturbing. Oh, awesome, crime sleuthin'. Okay. Search for baby Kayleen continues after parents admit to drowning her in the bathtub. This was written today. Authorities continue searching for an Iowa newborn who was allegedly drowned by her parents and then discarded in garbage bags. On Wednesday, police arrested the child's mother and father, 24-year-old Taylor and 31-year-old Brandon, who are in jail on a $1 million bail each. Multiple agencies are working to find the child's remains, according to Captain Dennis Quinn of the Fort Dodge Police Department. We have not located the newborn, but that does not mean we won't continue to keep trying, Quinn told the Register. Investigators allege that Blaha, the mother, gave birth to the baby named Kayleen on November 16th at the couple's apartment in Fort Dodge. At the time of the delivery, the child was crying, had opened her eyes, and was moving her arms and legs, according to the Associated Press. Just a second. But the couple reportedly did not want the baby and were concerned the neighbors would call the police and discover methamphetamine in the apartment, which the couple feared would cause them to lose custody of their 2-year-old son. Now, we've talked about this before in Summer's case and Quentin's, what parents will do if an accident or something happens to keep from losing custody of the other kids. But anyways, the mom had allegedly they had a 2-year-old, like, oh my God. Mom had allegedly taken methamphetamine around the time of delivery in an effort to ease birthing pains, according to the newspaper. So Blaha and Tama allegedly put Kayleen in a bathtub and pushed her down to force her body underwater. And you see how they reportedly did not want the baby? Are you serious? Like, that's, oh my God. This is the couple. Then they put the newborn's body in black garbage bags and hid her in a backpack as they left the apartment to discard the body. On November 22nd, dispatchers received a 911 call from a social worker reporting that a woman had given birth to a child who later died, and that child's body had been discarded and moved. The social worker had met with Blaha at a medical center, but it is unclear why. Text messages had dumped the child's body in a wooded area, and authorities would later learn the couple searched online how to induce a miscarriage. On December 5th, the dad told investigators he would bring them to an area where he discarded Kayleen's body near a landfill. Another landfill. Police have yet to locate the remains. A search of the apartment on Wednesday turned up an umbilical cord and remains of a placenta on a dresser. WHO TV reports citing court records. Blaha and Tama are charged with murder, while Tama has been charged with abuse of a corpse. A $1,500 reward is being offered for the location of the child's body. Preliminary hearings are scheduled for December 15th. So, stop the planet I want to get off. I know, crazy mama. I can't get over. When I saw they didn't want her and about the meth and stuff, and they wanted to keep the 2-year-old. I was like, oh my God, because I went initially to see if I could find any missing kids that we could like bring attention to, that maybe it would help. Like, I'm trying to think of how, like, who awareness would benefit the most, right? So if someone's out there missing, then you could keep your out, which don't forget, there was one that I showed you guys at the beginning, and I'll show you one quick time just before we go. 14-year-old from Riverside, California, Viviana Campos. She's 14 years old. If you see her, call 911 or call Crime Stoppers. Oh, Margot, I think more people need to know about it, obviously, because how many times I know I've talked about a few cases that was the case. So, yep, LibCom, absolutely, I do agree. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate you all hanging out with me and talking about all this craziness. I'm sorry that some of it was so graphic and sick, but it is the reality of what's happening. Why do you have to fake? That's the thing. Why do you have to? I got to stop because I had lots of cuss words about to come right out of my mouth, and I'm trying not to get like too graphic to you guys, because. But why do you have to fake what he did when you have real life that's happening like that? Why? And you've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You could really make a difference, you piece of trash. Yes, let's all go lower our blood pressure. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry Brittany wasn't here, and that's what it was titled. I'm going to change the title. Thank you, Crazy Mama. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you to my mods. I love you all so much. I'm not sure, Almond Joy. I do have I want to talk about some stuff with Summer, but I haven't had the time yet to watch the newest live by Nana's Angels, but she has a live that's titled something about Ronnie Lawson being investigated. So before I went live talking about Summer, I wanted to educate myself a little bit. But it won't be long for sure. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you're subscribed to my second channel because I'm going live over there soon too, and on TikTok. On TikTok, it's just Alex Erickson 11. But anyways, have a great Saturday night. Go relax. Go get your blood pressure down after hearing all that. Keep your eyes open if you're in California to Ontario, on the way from California to Ontario for this young lady. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.